Welcome to the podcast, episode 13 of Living Large, where you can catch it every Wednesday morning on CastBox. The app is in the App Store. Just download it. It is there exclusively at 6 a.m., followed by a YouTube posting at noon on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Mark Dohner. Make sure you guys hit that like button, that subscribe button, because today's guest is a very special one. Kevin Hines, welcome into the podcast.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
I'm part of the donation.
Now you are.
Yeah.
Our first interview. I actually met you for the first time in London,
Yes.
at the KSI versus Logan Paul fight. What were you there for?
Manchester.
You were supporting Logan.
Supporting the log. I call him log.
Why?
Shorten it, and it's simple. Log.
Log.
Because he's like a brick wall.
Logster.
And logs are strong. And he is.
And you're strong. Let's talk about that. Why are you so active in fitness?
I work out, I was working out 16 times a day, 13-minute increments every day, and I'll tell you why. I used to be near diabetic. I was over 275 pounds of pure fabulous.
275?
275.
How tall are you?
I'm not tall. I'm 5'7" and a quarter, which is a very tall 5'7".
Yeah.
Very tall 5'7". I'm a tall person. Anyway, and I've been near diabetic twice in my life, and after I got a skin disease that caused me secondary burns from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head, bloody blisters throughout my entire body, and excruciating physical pain for 30 weeks, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, feeling like needles are coming from my bones, out of my skin, 24 hours a day.
What was that cause from? The sun?
No. Well, let me explain. So, my medications that I take for mental health, that I take very seriously, that help me stay alive mentally, because I have bipolar disorder, poisoned my organs.
Wow.
And they caused my entire skin to erupt in burns all over my body, palms included. It was bad.
That doesn't sound fun.
No, it wasn't fun. It was 30 weeks of excruciating pain, 24 hours a day.
Wow.
And I wanted to buckle, I wanted to fold, and I was like, no, I got this on lockdown, and either this is going to get better, and the doctors were telling me, no, it's not, it's going to be like this for the rest of your life. And then I found something that helped me get rid of the burns and get rid of most of the pain. I still am in pain some days, and it's pretty bad, but it's not all day, every day, which would just bring me to tears at an airport. People are like, what's wrong with that guy?
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's hot water is the cure.
Hot water every day.
Kevin comes into the studio and I was like, hey, do you want a water? And he grabs his own little bottle. He's like, no,
Boiling hot
I drink boiling hot water. Why do you drink boiling hot water?
Because it a couple things. It's a good digestion tool. It helps smooth things. You know, you gotta go, right? So then it does that. But it's also a bodybuilding technique and a weight loss technique. When the water is hot, you sweat more. When the water is hot, it engages your metabolism, making it faster than it would if it wasn't. And when you consume it at a rate of like 4 of these a day, it helps you stay fit to the best of your ability and feel good on the inside because it's smooth.
How did you drop? What do you weigh now? Like 170?
No,
175?
164.
So you've dropped over 120 pounds almost.
Since a while ago.
Since a while ago, but how did that process look like?
It was slow and up and down.
Were you, because that's something I struggle with, to be honest, is like going to the gym consistently and staying active. So you were 275. Was it all dietary and obviously working out, or was
man, I was lying to myself about the food I was consuming. And so one of the biggest things besides hot water that helped me get in shape this time, because I've gone up and down, you know, I had issues with my weight fluctuating. What really helped me this time was reading the book Genius Foods by Max Lugavere, who's a friend of mine, and you know, Dr. Oz wrote his foreword, and Max Lugavere is like the leading authority today in non-inflammatory foods. And inflammatory foods swell your brain and affect your brain function and affect things like mental health. So a lot of the people out there who are dealing with bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, stress, eating disorders, and all these things, a lot of that has to do with what they ingest and how it affects their brain and then their thinking. Mm-hmm. So with Max's book, I was able to like go, okay, if I eat non-inflammatory foods 90% of the day, 90% of the time I'm eating, I am healing my body's mind. So you're talking to a guy who lives with extreme paranoid delusion, hallucinations, auditory and visual, severe depression, bringing me to suicidal thinking regularly, chronic thoughts of suicide. When I started eating non-inflammatory foods, my severe paranoias dropped down to paranoias. Like when I would think like all the time that people are out to get me, trying to hurt me, trying to kill me, that aren't. But when you have that level of paranoia, it is absolutely petrifying. And you believe it to be fact, and it destroys you, and it destroys the people around you. But now I live with mild paranoia because of the food I'm eating. And when I lived with severe depression where it was just crushing me, like just bringing me to a level where I'm like, I want to take my life all the time. You know, now it's like, okay, I get a depressed mood because I still have bipolar disorder. It's never going to go away. There's no cure. But now I use the food I eat to help balance my brain along with the exercise, along with therapy and a great many other things that help keep me sane in the worst of times.
Mm-hmm. And you have the shirt on, Be Here Tomorrow. And for those of you guys that are listening, you're one of 16 survivors, yeah?
Actually, now I was number 26 of 39 survivors off the Golden Gate Bridge. 98% of the people who attempt off that bridge are gone.
Wow.
So 2,000 people have died off the Golden Gate Bridge plus now. Some, the Marine Corps believes it's more like 3,000 or higher for all the bodies washed away to sea or eaten by fish to the bone. Because that's what happens. So let's just say 2,000 people have died. 1.8% of them have survived. That's about 39 individuals. 3 in the last 9 weeks alone have survived.
Wow.
5 of us can walk, stand, and run.
Wow.
Yeah, we're called them. They call us the most exclusive survivors club in the world. We're in a book of the same name by Ben Sherwood.
And you're coming up. This is the 18th year since you're.
Yeah, man. September 25th
years.
this year was 18 years since I jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge.
That's insane. And
It
you're spreading a movement, and I wanted to talk to you and touch base on mental health because it's something, to be honest, that I'm a little bit naive on the subject because it's hard for me to grasp what it is that you go through.